All right, good morning and welcome to the agenda on Dominion Broadcast Group. My name is Chike Ubogu. On the agenda this morning, two major things. We'll delve into sports politics, football politics, especially in Oyo State, and then we'll delve into Osun State politics. All right, let's start this way. In Oyo State, Shooting Star Sports Club officially parted ways with its technical advisor, Gbenga Ogunbote, the general manager, Dimeji Lawal, and the entire technical crew. And it took effect immediately. Ogunbote joined the Oluyole Warriors on August 22nd, 2022. And that was his third stint, following the completion of his one-year contract with Remo Stars, the then league champions. His time with the club has now been concluded after 2 years and 11 months. During his tenure, he led Shooting Stars to several notable achievements, including winning the Doxy Super Cup, the Oyo State Federation Cup, and the Seyi Makinde Football Volunteer Movement Club. All right, the decision followed a challenging second half of the 2024-2025 football season. Yes, where the team recorded 4 wins, 6 draws, and 8 losses in 18 matches, eventually finishing in the 8th position on the log. Reactions have, however, poured in since this announcement was made. Well, I'll be speaking with a football administrator this morning on the agenda. Want to set an agenda for the new management of the Shooting Stars. Akin Maxwell. He stated that the departure of Shooting Stars Sports Club of Ibadan, former technical advisor, that's Gbenga Ogunbote, and the general manager, Dimeji Lawal, is needed for the focus and progress of the team, describing the reign of the two sport icons as such with low fruitfulness. All right, now joining the conversation this morning on the agenda is Akin Maxwell. Yes, he'll be joining us via telephone this morning. I hope, hello Akin Maxwell, I hope you're online. Okay, we go on this break, and when we come back, we'll be joining Akin Maxwell via telephone call this morning on the agenda. Stick around, don't go away.
Ever dreamed of creating the next viral series or telling powerful stories on the big screen? This summer, your passion for TV can become a reality. Our TV Practical Summer Class is calling all future scriptwriters, producers, directors, video editors, reporters, news editors, and on-air personalities. Get hands-on training from industry professionals. Learn to shoot with professional cameras, master editing software, and produce your own content from start to finish. This isn't just a class. It's your launch pad. Don't just watch TV. Make it. Enroll now. Spaces are limited. Visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng or call the number 0706 777 9435 0706 777 9435. Dominion Television, your channel of choice. Ever dreamed of creating the next viral series or telling powerful stories on the big screen? This summer, your passion for TV can become a reality. Our TV Practical Summer Class is calling all future scriptwriters, producers, directors, video editors, reporters, news editors, and on-air personalities. Get hands-on training from industry professionals. Learn to shoot with professional cameras, master editing software, and produce your own content from start to finish. This isn't just a class. It's your launch pad. Don't just watch TV. Make it. Enroll now. Spaces are limited. Visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng or call the number 0706 777 9435 0706 777 9435. Dominion Television, your channel of choice. Ever dreamed of creating the next viral series or telling powerful stories on the big screen? This summer, your passion for TV can become a reality. Our TV Practical Summer Class is calling all future scriptwriters, producers, directors, video editors, reporters, news editors, and on-air personalities. Get hands-on training from industry professionals. Learn to shoot with professional cameras, master editing software, and produce your own content from start to finish. This isn't just a class. It's your launch pad. Don't just watch TV. Make it. Enroll now. Spaces are limited. Visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng or call the number 0706 777 9435 0706 777 9435. Dominion Television, your channel. Or this summer, your passion for TV can become a reality. Our TV Practical Summer Class is calling all future scriptwriters, producers, directors, video editors, reporters, news editors, and on-air personalities. Get hands-on training from industry professionals. Learn to shoot with professional cameras, master editing software, and produce your own content from start to finish. This isn't just a class. It's your launch pad. Don't just watch TV. Make it. Enroll now. Spaces are limited. Visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng or call the number 0706 777 9435 0706 777 9435. Ever dreamed of creating the next viral series or telling powerful stories on the big screen? This summer, your passion for TV can become a reality. Our TV Practical Summer Class is calling all future scriptwriters, producers, directors, video editors, reporters, news editors, and on-air personalities. Get hands-on training from industry professionals. Learn to shoot with professional cameras, master editing software, and produce your own content from start to finish. This isn't just a class. It's your launch pad. Don't just watch TV. Make it. Enroll now. Spaces are limited. Visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng or call the number 0706 777 9435 0706 777 9435. Dominion Television, your channel of choice.
Welcome back from that break. Yes, still talking about in-house reshuffling of the Ibadan-based football club, Shooting Stars. I have on the line this morning a football administrator, a former member of the board of Shooting Stars, Akin Maxwell. Akinde is here with us on the agenda. Good morning, Last Joker. Good to have you on the agenda this morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chike Ugo. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Africa.
Okay, I can barely hear you. Can you kindly speak up?
Good morning, Mr. Chike. Good morning, Oyo State people. Good morning, Nigeria.
Good morning, Last Joker. It's good to have you. Well, your darling team, Shooting Stars, is in the news. And there's a new chairman of the club in the person of Taiwo Lekon Salami. And then there's a revamp of the club right now. The technical advisor, Benga Ogubote, also known as the Oracle, is gone from the club. And then we also have the interim or the acting general manager of the club too. That's the Meji Lawal, also known as Kabongo, also out. We have all the technical crew, the media crew have been told to step down for now, and then a new set of people will be coming back. Well, Kabongo, for instance, has been with the club. That's the Meji Lawal, has been with the club as team manager and acting general manager for 14 years. Well, that aside, the disbandment of the club, of the team, technical crew, and the staff. What's your take on this, Mr. Akin Maxwell?
Oh, thank you very much. First of all, I'm very, very happy for giving the privilege to speak with you on this platform this morning. Shooting Stars is not just a big club, but an institution, as people rightly said. Having gone through this club before as the club secretary, having worked with other big clubs in this country, I see Shooting Stars not just a club, but an institution. Yes. To what you have just asked me, the disengagement of their former coach, I will say former coach now because as today it's no more the technical advisor and head of the technical department. The man has tried his best. Oracle, as far as we know, is a man who gets results when people thought nothing can be done again. And that is why Nigerians and the football followers gave him that name, Oracle. It's unfortunate that the last 3 months or 4 months of his stay with Shooting Stars could not get the desired results that's needed to get to the promised land of playing the continent. And it's just unfortunate. Having started the season very well and giving hope to many followers of Shooting Stars that at the end of the season, they were hoping to get to the continent. But unfortunately, that hope was dashed away by poor performance from the technical crew, the players, and the management entirely. So, your last performance gives you a way out whether you are still good for the team or you are not good for the team. So, for disengaging him, it's no more good for the team. That's number one. Number two, disengaging again by the current chairman, the new appointed chairman, Honorable Taiwo Lekon Salami. He can be engaged because Shooting Stars need a new life, a new direction, and a new structure. So those two factors militate against his not staying with the club anymore. And that of the acting general manager, Mr. Meji Lawal, is an ex-international. He pay his due as former player of Super Eagles and former player of Shooting Stars, having been the team manager for years and acting team manager for about 6 years. It's unfortunate that he has overstayed and has nothing to show for it in terms of laurels won for the States, in terms of investments bringing into the table for discussion for the club. And as general manager, you must be able to bring one or two new things, new dimension into the organization and the institution called Shooting Stars Sports Club. So, having said that, I think they have contributed their own quota in a small or big way. And I think they can step aside for another fresh people with fresh ideas.
Okay, Mr. Akin Maxwell, let's because of our time, let's go straight to this. Now they've gone already. The team has been the whole technical team has been disbanded. Now we're looking at the way forward. Do you see? Because what we have now, what we're getting, the reports we're getting now, is that some names have been penned down to take over the team there as technical advisor. And one of those names, notably resonating at the moment, is a former coach, Edith Agoye. Agoye's name is resonating so high at this time. Do you see that happening? That's one. And two, do you see Gbenga Ogumbote? Reports also have it that he's also making a move to Kano Pillars at the moment. Do you see these two permutations happening?
Well, first of all, let me start from the your last name, which is Gbenga Ogumbote. I don't see Gbenga Ogumbote getting the appointment of Kano Pillars anymore, because he was first contacted and he was first negotiated with to come to Kano Pillars. From what I know and from the source, and he granted the interview, they discussed financial terms, and he's ready to go that time. But unfortunately, he came back to Ibadan to discuss with those who brought him to Shooting Stars. And those who brought him to Shooting Stars insisted that, no, you have to stay and fulfill your contractual agreement with Shooting Stars, even if it is to increase your money. If it is to pay what Kano Pillars wanted to pay you. So, and the man listened to the voice that advised him to stay, and he stayed. It was after that time, Kano Pillars made a strong move to bring Amama Amapa Kabo, the current technical advisor of Abia Warriors in Aba, in Ahumaya. And that deal almost went through again before the man could not stand for Pillars in the last 2 weeks. So it's unfortunate. Those two guys cannot come back to Pillars from what I know. So now the new general manager of Kano Pillars, Ahmed Musa, is having his eyes on another person. So I don't see, Kano, Hausa people, they know how they behave. If they are interested in you and it's like you mess them up, they won't come for you again. Or if you want to come back, they won't agree because you have disappointed them. So I don't see Ogumbote going back to Kano Pillars. Now, on Edith Agoye, the former coach of Shooting Stars, I don't think he's going to perform too badly if at the end of the day he got the job. Because if the people are not patient enough for him, the other time he was there, he was a good coach. Yes, to me, he's a good coach, well trained, but people need to deal with him, at least to understand his philosophy of football before they can qualify him. If he comes back this time around, he has learned his lessons, he knows where he got it wrong the other time. I know he will correct himself. He's a good candidate to change Shooting Stars.
All right, Mr. Akin Maxwell, with the resumption of a new chairman of the Shooting Stars Sports Club, in person of Taiwo Lekon Salami, do you see the club going on the right path, considering the fact that the whole technical staff, the technical team, have been disbanded, dissolved. Do you think his administration at this time would yield fruits for Shooting Stars?
Well, these are very strong questions to answer. But I am not Tawoji Konsalami. But what I know is that from the way it has started, one, in the sense that the structure is going to change, and I see him getting the results as far as the structure is concerned. But on technical matters, it depends on how they want Eddie Tagoye to perform. Two, which kind of contract are they giving Eddie Tagoye? And which kind of power are they going to give to him? But Eddie cannot, because he has been there before, he knows where to start from. But I think they should leave one or two of the technical crew members to remain with the team, at least to be able to work with Eddie Tagoye. And having said that, the result is not only coming from the field of play. The result for any good side, as far as Nigerian football is concerned, is also coming from outside the field of play.
The boardroom. So, you mean the boardroom?
Or this manager understands this? That's a very big question, because Shooting Stars need somebody who can knock the door of the mafias of Nigerian football, and the door opens. That's a very big factor.
So you are looking at Mr. Maxwell, Mr. Akim Maxwell. Mr. Akim Maxwell, you're talking about boardroom politics here.
You are right, boardroom politics. This is a very big factor in Nigerian football. So the Shooting Stars have someone who can knock the door of the mafians to get what he wants. So for now, I don't see Shooting Stars having such a person. And maybe they will appoint such a person tomorrow or after this discussion, but they don't have it.
Okay, so basically what you're saying, Mr. Akim Maxwell, is that there are mafians in the Nigerian Professional Football League, and if you don't know how to play politics, you can't knock the doors of these mafians.
If you don't know how to play the politics and be a fraternity member, it's a fraternity. Nigerian football is a fraternity. I can say it anywhere.
All right.
That's my word for it.
Mr. Akim Maxwell. Mr. Akim Maxwell, I'm afraid we may just have to end the discussion here. Thank you for speaking with us on the agenda this morning, Mr. Akim Maxwell.
Thanks for having me on your show this morning, Mr. Chike.
All right, thank you. Well, Mr. Akim Maxwell is an astute football administrator in Nigeria. Well, he's very grounded in the Nigerian Professional Football League, and he's just giving his 1 cent on the politics being played within the Shooting Stars Sports Club and the Nigerian Professional Football League at large. I hope we'll have an extensive conversation very soon on that. All right. Away from football politics, the Senate on Wednesday formally received 4 lawmakers who have defected from the opposition People's Democratic Party to the ruling All Progressives Congress, further strengthening the party's hold on the upper chamber. The defectors include Senator Ekong Samson, representing Akwa Ibom South, Senator Etim Bassi, representing Akwa Ibom Northeast, Senator Francis Fadaunsi, representing Osun East, and Senator Olubiyi Fadeyi, representing Osun Central. The Senate subsequently relaxed its rules to allow the presence of some high-profile APC officials, including the party's National Secretary, Ajibola Bashiru, Chairman of the APC in Osun State, Tajuddin Lawal, members of the House of Representatives, and former Minister Chris Ngige, who were in the chamber to witness the wave of defections. With this latest shift, the APC now commands 70 seats in the 10th Senate, up from the 50 seats it held at the commencement of the current assembly in June 2023. Meanwhile, PDP's members have dropped to 28 following a series of defections from not only its ranks, but also from the Labour Party and the New Nigerian People Party. The Senate leader, Okpeyemi Bamidele, described the defections as a demonstration of democratic principles in action. Also, 3 members of the House of Representatives elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party on Wednesday announced their defection to the ruling All Progressives Congress, further weakening the main opposition party's presence in the lower chamber. The defectors are Taufik Abimbola Ajile-Soro, representing Ife Federal Constituency, Osun State, and Omiri Emmanuel Olusoya, representing Atakumosa, Ilesha Federal Constituency from Osun State, and also Marcus Onobun, representing Eson Central, Eson West, Igbubeng, a Federal Constituency from Edo State. Well, our emphasis this morning will be the Osun lawmakers. However, in separate letters read by the Speaker Abbas Tajuddin during plenary, Ajile-Soro and Olusoya also cited the unresolved crisis within the PDP as their reason for defection. Let's get to listen to what happened on the floor of the House of Reps yesterday.
The first announcement, honorable colleagues, is coming from Honorable Taufik Abimbola Ajile-Soro. Order, please. His message reads as follows, honorable colleagues. Order, please. He said resignation from PDP and defection to APC. The body of his letter reads as follows. I'm writing to formally inform you of my decision to resign my membership from the People's Democratic Party and join the All Progressive Congress APC effective immediately. This decision stems from the ongoing and deeply entrenched crisis within the BTP at the national level, which has unfortunately proven irreconcilable. After careful consideration and extensive consultations with my political associates and constituents, it has become evident that we have to align with the national political interest. Therefore, I have concluded that it is expedient to align with Mr. President's efforts to reposition our nation's economy. My intention in joining the All Progressive Congress is to lend my support to these crucial endeavors. I am particularly enthusiastic to join esteemed colleagues like yourself, my father in the Hallowed Chamber, Mr. Speaker, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas Iyazazo, and my leader, Right Honorable James Faleke, leader of the Southwest Caucus, within the Progressive Fold of the APC. Please accept my sincere regards, sir. You are sincerely signed, Honorable Taufik Abimbola Ajile-Soro. Honorable Gaji, you are most welcome. Congratulations. You may stand there. Let me announce the other ones. You can all come out together. You can remain where you are, please. Congratulations. The second announcement is coming from Honorable Engineer Sesu. No. It's coming from Honorable Onirin Emmanuel Olusoya, and his message reads as follows. Notice of my resignation from People's Democratic Party, PDP, and joining All Progressive Congress, APC. He said in his letter, I write to formally inform you of my resignation from the People's Democratic Party, PDP. This decision is premised on the protracted crisis within the party at the national level, which has become irreconcilable, and clear that my political future is no longer served with the party. It is to this end that I have decided, after consultations with my political associates...
Order, please. Absolute silence. Order, please.
That we have concluded it is expedient to join hands with Mr. President in his bid to reposition the nation's economy. I hereby notify you my intent in joining All Progressive Congress Party immediately. Accept my sincere regards, sir. Sign, Honorable Omirin Emmanuel Olusanya.
Well, interesting there. Defections again. Well, it's the season. Gale of defections from the National Assembly. Well, in a separate development, but still in Osun State politics, since taking office in November 2022, Governor Ademola Adeleke has been a polarizing yet dynamic figure in Osun State political landscape. From infrastructure projects to recent defection rumors, his administration has sparked debates across the state. Joining me to discuss Governor Adeleke, the defections in the National Assembly, especially Osun State politics, here in the studio is Dolapo Charles Anjorin. Dolapo, good morning and good to have you in the studio.
Good morning, Mr. Chike. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, we've been looking at the gale of defections in the National Assembly, especially our core area of concentration this morning is the Osun State politics. We have 2 House of Reps members defecting to the All Progressives Congress and 2 senators defecting to the All Progressives Congress in the National Assembly. Is the PDP not naked now in Osun State?
You know, they say water flow from the head down to the foot, to the feet rather. You can see that some major structures of the People's Democratic Party is either collapsing into the ADC or collapsing into the APC. And the story is not much different in Osun State. You have 2 senators, you know, collapsing their structure into the APC. You have 2 federal House of Representative members collapsing their structures into the APC. So this is to tell you that PDP is no more attractive, you know, to the Nigerian populace, and probably maybe let's say Osun State at the moment. Even though PDP is still in control of that state, I see no reasons why you know, those lawmakers would, you know, defect into the APC. Well, maybe it's a strategy or it's a miscalculation. You know,
well,
it remains to be time will tell.
There's going to be an election next year in Osun State.
Yes.
However, Governor Ademola Adeleke has endorsed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for 2027. The governor, in a statement, announced the endorsement of President Bola Tinubu for 2027 re-election, acknowledging him as a distinguished son of the state. Well, the statement reads, and I will be taking that statement here from the governor. He says, I met with the PDP leadership caucus in Osogbo after weeks of consultation. And then stakeholders across Osun, from traditional rulers and civil servants to market leaders and grassroots party members. I am pleased to share the resolutions. And then he starts with 1. It says, I remain in the PDP, the party that gave me the platform to serve the good people of Osun. And he went ahead to say that I have been unanimously endorsed by the Osun PDP for a 2nd term in 2026. He goes ahead to say that PDP remains the most popular and trusted party across Osun State. And he says, I will continue to deliver on our 5-point agenda with renewed focus and dedication. The love and support from the people of Osun continues to inspire me. Together, we move forward. He further went ahead to say that our party in Osun has also endorsed President Tinubu for re-election in 2027, reorganizing him as a proud son of our state. End of quote. That's from the executive governor of Osun State there. Well, Wike's style of politics seems to be the new phenomenon now in the political landscape of Nigeria, Dolapo.
Well, unfortunately, that is a bad phenomenon.
But our politics is strange. It's very unique.
Yes, because that's the politics of bitterness. That's the politics use of Wike, please. Politics of bitterness, you know, politics of disharmony, you know, retail politics. You stay in a political party that has given you platform, that has given you everything that you have ever become in life. You know, you stay in the same party, you know, destroy it while you try to work for the opposition. And, you know, it's so very, very sad, you know, to see Governor Adeleke endorsing, well, I don't want to sound like a politician. I want to say that, you know, everything is about interest. Yes, I think he has pivoted to where his interests will be protected. Even though that's now to play party politics, you know, you are in a particular party, you are in the PDP, and you know you are endorsing the candidates of another party. I think we should redefine what anti-party activities is all about again. You know, well, our politicians are giving anti-party new definitions on a daily basis.
Well, on the screen there, the executive governor of Osun State, Ademola Adeleke, dancing there. Well, is it dancing, staying in the PDP, or dancing, saying, "Oh, no more to APC, but we endorse Mr. President"? Well, he's a dancing senator. Dolapo, the defection rumors have been a major talking point. And earlier this month, Governor Adeleke firmly denied plans to leave the PDP for the APC. He called it fake news. Yet, some insiders within the party claimed he is under pressure due to federal government withholding of local government funds and threats, possible threats, to his brother's business empire. What's your take on this?
For me, I think he wanted to defect.
Okay.
He actually wanted to. But when you look at the APC, their own internal politics, there is a whole lot of politics of bitterness in that party, most especially in Osun. They've not been able to forgive themselves, you know, for losing to Adeleke. And they can't stomach the fact that someone like Adeleke would defect into the party and will become their leaders, because automatically Adeleke becomes the leader of the party. In that party, you have the former national secretary of the APC, Omishore. You have the immediate past governor of Osun State, Gboyega Oyetola, you know, he's there. You have Bashiru, one popularly called Saudi.
Bashiru Ajibola.
Yeah, he's also there. So you could see the venom, the toxicity, you know, from the last election. If not because they allowed logic to prevail, the election would have been a blood. No,
but I covered that election in 2022, July 16 precisely, 2022.
Yes.
And then it happened to be a populist consensus,
yes,
as it were.
As it were.
I went through 10 local government areas in Osun State. That was all I could cover then. Moving from Obokun, Imesile, down to Ilobu, Iwo, going to Ikirun, you know, I touched Ejigbo, I touched several local governments, and then you found out that it was really the voice of the people. I was at the INEC office till 7 a.m. The collation started around 8 p.m. and then it ended 7:30 a.m. when the results were announced then. However, Governor Adeleke, who is, of course, often called the dancing senator, has been in office for 2 years now after the people's mandate. his 2022 election victory was historic for the people of Osun State. Now, defeating Gboyega Oyetola. Well, Dolapo, how would you assess Governor Adeleke's position in Osun State politics today?
Well, in terms of performance, I think he has done a little bit better than his predecessor. You know, most especially in Q1. You know,
when talk about predecessor or predecessors.
Predecessor this time around.
Okay.
Yes. So let me just.
So he has not beaten Aregbesolah's record.
Well, maybe if we include Aregbesola.
That's why I said, is it predecessor or predecessors?
Yeah. Okay. Either way, predecessors.
Okay.
You know, in the fiscal transparency award, you know, Osun State is stopped there, is at the top. If you look at the infrastructural drive, about 20 kilometers of roads is being currently has been constructed. You know, some has been flagged off, some have already been commissioned. You also take a look at his medical outreach. You know, the Imole medical outreach. You know, covering about 18,000 beneficiaries. You know, benefiting from that medical initiatives. You know, you also look at his rural electrification throughout Osun State. So it is commendable, you know, in a way, in terms of governance. Yes, but his position in terms of politics, you know, politicians will always politic, and they would always want to pivot to where their interests will be protected. Don't forget that Osun State is the home of the sitting president, and
the home of the sitting president.
Yes,
the sitting president is from Lagos State.
Of course, they said it's from Lagos State, but you know.
Have you traced his ancestral home?
Well, I'm depending on, you know, third party.
Because I was at Iragbiji.
Yes,
where they say
so
is his ancestral home.
So if they said Gboyega Oyetola is his cousin, so automatically is from Osun State.
Okay.
Yes. So it doesn't in terms of what do they call it now? In terms of optics, you know, it doesn't look good that the sitting president's home state is in the hands of the opposition party.
Even when he was a party leader. It happened in Osun State. PDP won in Osun State.
Yes, PDP won in Osun State.
So if you look at Governor Adeleke's public persona, that is his dancing and his charisma. You've talked about governance, so I'm coming here now. He has been both a strength and a point of criticism. Some see his dance steps, his moves, and his public show as a distraction from governance, while others sees it as him being human. You know, they say it humanizes him. Now, how does it shape his political position in Osun State? His dance, the opinion of people, has it changed his political position?
You see, for me, that is his own identity, his trademark. You know, for the neutral, when you see him on campaign grounds, or mostly maybe when he socializes, you know, that dance is his trademark. You know, if you see him, it's going to leave an impression on you as a neutral person. Oh, look at the government official dancing.
It shouldn't be a problem.
It shouldn't be a problem.
In America, the former president of America in 1982, Ronald Reagan,
yes,
was an actor. He acted in some cowboy movies.
Cowboy movies, exactly. Know? So I don't see why dancing.
The president of Ukraine is a comedian.
Yes,
but he's been fighting the wars, leading the squad.
Exactly. So I think, I personally, I don't see any issues with
his dance has not done anything. He has not come in dissonance to his governance style.
His governance style, yes.
So it shouldn't be an issue.
When you also look at him physically, he's on the plus size.
Yeah. So maybe it's a form of exercise.
Yes, it's a form of exercise, and you know, dancing in itself is therapeutic. So personally, I don't have any issue with that. Like I said, that's his trademark. In product management, there's a term they call North Star metric. I would say that in politics, that is his own North Star metrics.
Yeah.
So in terms of his politics, I think he has chosen what he feels is best for him. But where I disagree with his politics is, you know, endorsing an opposition figure. It doesn't speak well of a good party man. It doesn't speak well, you know. It only promotes what Nigerian citizens says every day, that our politicians lack ideology. You know, they lack character. You know.
Okay, so because of time too, let's talk about the recent local government elections in February 2025. They were marred by controversy, with several reports of APC-led violence and Adeleke condemning an illegal takeover of council secretariats. He urged newly elected officials to avoid confrontation and then while pursuing legal causes. How does this impact his administration?
Well, it wasn't his party that fomented trouble. It's obvious to the blind eye it's the opposition party that wanted to take local council seats and local council areas by force. Unfortunately, the Supreme Court has ruled. Despite the ruling, the federal government is still withholding the local government's funds that is due to Osun State. So, in terms of the politics, you know, they say every politics is local. You win from the grassroots, from the local to the states, no, from the local to the ward, down to the states level. So, I think from the local level, I think Adeleke still has the grip of the grassroots, but as it is at the moment, there's a third force that is hoping to disrupt the political permutations in that state. Don't forget that the ADC is there, led by former Governor Rauf Aregbesola, and you cannot write the story of Adeleke's victory in 2022 without mentioning Rauf Aregbesola, because he also played a major and critical role in the emergence of Adeleke. You know, most especially with his TOP caucus. So I think the ADC is also there to also, you know, gain from the political fracas between the PDP and APC in that state. Okay,
well, Governor Adeleke's position is a fascinating mix of strength and vulnerability. His strength lies in his grassroots appeal and tangible achievements. Since 2022, according to the data that we have here, Governor Adeleke has prioritized infrastructure such as roads, bridges, and boreholes in all the 333 wards in Osun State, and healthcare with over 42,000 students receiving free corrective glasses. His non-partisan approach, completing projects inherited from his predecessor, has also earned him goodwill across party lines. Well, we only wish Osun State well, and we hope that come 2026, there will be an election there. We hope the election becomes so peaceful. Well, Dolapo, thank you for featuring on the agenda this morning.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Chike.
All right, well, let's keep this conversation going. Do follow us on all our social media platforms, on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. The handle is @DominionBroadcast. And on the app X, it is @DominionCast. Visit our website at www.dominion.org.ng. My name is Chike Ubogu. Do have a great day ahead. Bye for now.